Let's get straight to the point. A new report from the U.S. Faster Payments Council, mentioned by crypto outlet SMQKE, claims that Ripple and its native asset XRP could play a crucial role in helping the G20 achieve its global cross-border payment goals by 2027 and 2030. The report outlines several ambitious targets, reducing the cost of international transactions to below 1%, making 75% of all cross-border payments settle within 1 hour, and expanding access to digital payment systems. And here's the surprising part. Ripple is not just mentioned as one of the potential tools to reach these goals. It's actually listed alongside Stellar as a key financial technology provider that can support these massive global objectives. That's a huge deal. Let's talk about why this matters. The G20 includes the world's biggest economies: the United States, China, the European Union, the African Union, and others. When they say they want to overhaul the way money moves across borders, they're not talking about small changes. They're talking about changing a system that handles a total addressable market worth $34 trillion. And Ripple, through its RippleNet and XRP-based liquidity solutions, is being recognized as a serious candidate to power this change. Now, why Ripple? What makes it different from traditional payment systems? Ripple's whole business model is designed for fast, low-cost, and transparent cross-border payments. With blockchain at its core and XRP serving as a bridge asset, Ripple enables instant settlement between financial institutions in different countries. That's something traditional systems like SWIFT can't easily do. And the G20 knows this. The FPC report, while confidential, points to 4 key areas the G20 wants to fix: cost, speed, transparency, and access. Ripple solutions already check these boxes. They're ISO 20022 compliant, which is a new messaging standard for global payments. They use distributed ledger technology, or DLT, which increases speed and transparency. And they offer interoperability, which is key when you're trying to connect banks, payment services, and fintech platforms all over the world. The report also encourages U.S. payment firms to adopt DLT and increase inter-industry collaboration. Ripple already does that. Its partnerships with banks and financial institutions across Asia, the Middle East, and Latin America show that it's not just a theory, it's a working system. And don't forget, Ripple has also built a reputation in on-demand liquidity. That means financial institutions don't need to pre-fund accounts in foreign currencies. Instead, they can convert funds to XRP, transfer them instantly across borders, and cash out in the destination currency within seconds. This is not some futuristic vision. It's already being used. Let's pause and consider the bigger picture. For a long time, Ripple has been seen mostly as a private company fighting legal battles in the U.S., especially with the SEC. But behind the scenes, it has been building a serious payment infrastructure that now seems to align perfectly with where global leaders want the system to go. The fact that the FPC, an American body, openly names RippleNet as a key innovation in cross-border payments shows that regulators and industry leaders are starting to acknowledge its potential. Also worth noting, Stellar was also named in the report. Stellar, like Ripple, uses blockchain technology and aims to improve financial access, especially for underbanked populations. That tells us one thing: blockchain-based solutions are not being ignored anymore. They're being seen as the tools to solve massive global problems. So what does this mean for XRP? Well, Ripple uses XRP as the utility token for its payment system. If Ripple gains broader adoption, especially through formal G20 initiatives, XRP demand could grow. Not because of hype, but because of real utility. That's the key point. And while the price of XRP has been under pressure, hovering far below its all-time high, the long-term potential is tied to actual usage, not short-term speculation. It's also important to be critical here. Just because Ripple is mentioned in a report doesn't mean the G20 is guaranteed to adopt it as the global standard. There are still many players in the financial space: big banks, competing technologies, and regulatory hurdles. Adoption will take time, collaboration, and likely a few political decisions. Still, being named in an official report tied to global financial goals shows that Ripple is in the room, and perhaps even ahead of other players. Let's not forget, this is the same Ripple that was once seen as too niche, too controversial, or too risky. Now, it's being looked at as a strategic solution for a $34 trillion problem. So to wrap this up, Ripple and XRP aren't just surviving. They're positioning for leadership in the next phase of global payments. If they can continue building partnerships, comply with evolving regulations, and deliver the technology the world needs, then yes, they might just be crucial to reshaping how the world moves money by 2030. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep questioning, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next deep dive.